Here's what they did to him. He looks like a Ken doll.
You gotta be
they
kidding
made
me.
him flat. They made
took
him
his dick away?
flat.
Yeah, they took his bulge away. Look at that.
You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey!
Oh, yeah! Good morning!
And welcome to episode 1092 of Hard Factor. It is Tuesday, November 29th, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us today. I've got all the latest business, science, firefighting, and sports news you need to know going into USA versus Iran today in the World Cup, in the Cup Cup, in the big time. So, you guys excited for that game?
I'm so excited. I'm burping up carbs after 5 days straight of macaroni and cheese and mashed potatoes and finally finished the Thanksgiving leftovers.
Yeah. You know what makes you feel like a real piece of shit is eating Thanksgiving leftovers, those heavy Thanksgiving leftovers, while watching world-class soccer players run for miles and miles and miles during a game.
Boy, those guys can run.
I prefer
They
it.
really can. They're like gazelles out there.
It's like doing drugs or drinking heavily during intervention, but the opposite. If they had at the end of intervention, like when they recovered or something like that. Yeah. It doesn't make you feel good. That's for sure. No. And the grease, the amount of grease in the leftovers.
Ronaldo probably skips Thanksgiving dinner, usually, I would imagine.
I don't think he eats too many carbs.
Not a big stuffing guy.
No.
Yeah,
he also tried to claim he tried to claim a goal yesterday.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that. The coffee.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We'll get into it.
Speaking of
you'll love it.
Speaking of overeating, I don't know if this was my son's problem last night, but we went to get some pho, some Vietnamese, pho soup.
Oh, delicious!
Yeah, amazing. We went to a new place. It's like my favorite, one of my son's favorite meals, mine too. My girlfriend doesn't like it, so we always go without her. And so we're sitting there at the table, and all of a sudden, my son's like, I think I'm gonna puke. And so he starts doing the panic, like out of nowhere, like you just puke. That's what happened to him. And he's wearing my jacket because it was cold out. He just grabbed it on his way out of the door. And so he pukes in a plate. And for some reason he had the hood over on my jacket. And then I'm like, Cam, run to the bathroom. So then he's like, he's holding his hands and he's puking in the jacket and the hood is over his face. So he can't see where the bathroom is.
Oh no.
So he's just like frozen outside
the kitchen.
Yeah. He's like frozen outside, just puking. I'm like, why isn't this kid going to the bathroom?
He's
Later
like
I find out
Bean with the turkey on his head.
He couldn't see where he was going. And he had hands full of puke.
Oh, what a scene.
And so I had to tip them like $20 and be like, I'm so sorry, he puked all over your floor, to go please. And it was a scene. I was like, well, now we can't go back. Well, I hope how was it? And he's like,
you got to get it to go now.
Yeah, well, we can't go back to that place. It's really
he wasn't going to eat it again, and after that, that's
no. The funny thing is, he got it to go, and then he ate like 2 bites when we got home because it wasn't like a sick puke. It was just like one of those weird, like I gotta get something out of my system pukes, and
that won't ruin him on pho.
No.
Wow. All
Not this kid.
You can't go back there.
I've learned though that no clothes, no fabric at all is safe around children. We're throwing clothes out. They're just so stained. You can't even with whatever, fluids.
Most of my clothing stained,
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a frat except worse. Kids with the stains. Mark's got a trio of interesting stories on deck that guys will be very interested in at least one of these.
Yeah, the second one, the middle one, might be the best news for guys you've ever had, ever. Yeah.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a good news day then, guys. Yeah. And Wes has giant Mexican penises to close it out.
That's right. I believe they're called gran piñas, but maybe Eric will come in or give me the thumbs up on that and let me know if that's how you do say giant dick in Spanish.
Peña,
gran peña.
Grande peñas?
Peñas grandes.
Chupa me penga?
Yeah,
Eric, thumbs up or thumbs down on that?
Thumbs up. Gran peña, big dick?
Oh, thumbs down. We're getting it wrong. Okay,
I've got another pronunciation. Maybe that one will be right. So
okay.
We'll try it later. We'll see. Stay sharp, Eric. Let us know. Okay. Also, big announcement, everybody. It's Cyber Week this week at store.hardfactor.com. Everybody else just does Cyber Monday, but we love to cyber with the Hardo Hive so much, and Yuri and everybody in it, that we're going to cyber all week long with you guys. 20% off the entire store all week long. Store.hardfactor.com.
Sale ends next Monday. By the time you wake up Monday, the sale will be gone.
How about that?
Yeah. Get in there.
That's a deal.
Really is.
That's a deal and a half.
I'll tell you what, honestly, the sweatshirts that we sell are some of the highest quality, like most durable sweatshirts that I've ever encountered. They are phenomenal.
So the red shades
heavy blend.
Yeah. Sorry, the red shades sweatshirt. Yeah, the heavy blend red shades I've noticed is getting a lot of traction.
Well, fucking look at it, you know?
Yeah. The sweatshirt you're talking about. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The sweatshirt.
The hoodie. Yeah.
The hoodie.
It's phenomenal.
Oh man, I'm trying to share one. Stay tuned for the high five.
There's a hoodie,
week.
But yeah.
And you'll see Jackson's dad in the red shades hoodie, and it's phenomenal.
One of our listeners got into a bar fight wearing. He doesn't want us to say who or share the picture, but he kicked the shit out of some guy in a bar fight outside of a bar, wearing the red shades, and then he got a picture of the guy with him because the guy was like, "You kicked my ass. Let's be men about it and take a picture together, shake hands like gentlemen." And the guy's eyes all fucked up, and the guy's wearing our Hard Factor hoodie. It's an incredible.
The red shades hoodie is basically become the de facto like merch of the show.
For our Send in the Car patrons, I'll give you a little hint. You might know if you were on the last trivia, you could take a guess.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Well, all right. Well, anything else, guys, before we hop into the news on this fine Tuesday?
It's 1:08. Let's get into the news.
Let's do it.
All right. Cup of coffee in the big time is up first. Are we sure there's nothing else?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Just kidding. All right. Here we go.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Top trending stories you need to know today, according to us. So it's correct every time. But first up, a joke of the day, a couple jokes of the day. First up from Dankstone, he says, where did the non-binary gold prospector find a bunch of gold?
You showed us the answer.
I saw it, and it's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. In them/their hills. But
and then their hills over
in
there.
them there hills. There's gold.
Yeah. There's gold in them there hills.
Well, hold on. Say it right. Them/their hills.
That's what we said.
In them there hills. Yeah. That's how you say it. Yeah.
Well,
in them there hills.
Remember, it's a non-binary gold.
No, we get it.
Prospect.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Next up, Hard Factor Tony says, dad jokes are a lot like sex. The louder you groan, the better I'm doing.
Tony's got some dirty jokes in there.
Yeah.
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 I like that.
Yeah. I like that one. Yeah. Dad jokes are meant to make everybody uncomfortable.
Good one,
okay.
Tony.
Wes, we're going to have a Tony. Maybe I'll try my hand at it in the high five.
Yeah. Next time I get a high five for sure.
All right. Honorable mentions. News. Diet Coke was trending off the charts, guys, on Monday morning because Elon Musk tweeted a picture of his insane nightstand right before going to bed at 2 a.m. Pacific time. And I don't know if you saw it. Here's the tweet. And it said, my bedside table. And it's 4 empty caffeine-free Diet Coke.
That's the craziest part. Those are the gold cans, not the silver cans or the copper cans.
Yeah, gold
Those
cans.
are disgusting. Caffeine-free Diet Cokes. That's the worst can of anything you can buy possible.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they don't sell them where I go or if my eyes just don't see it, but I can't remember seeing a caffeine-free Diet Coke.
It's a specialty item. Definitely not at Costco.
My grandparents used to get them. Like, honestly, like if I was the stalker of a store and I was responsible for ordering, I wouldn't order those fucking things.
Well, you always had to get them
money.
when there was a Mormon kid on the team, when you had the parties.
Sure.
The team party.
Sense.
Sprite and caffeine.
Because they can't have
Coke.
caffeine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get the caffeine-free version, the gold cans. Anyways, so he's got 4 empty gold cans there, a fake revolver, a fake musket pistol, a Buddhist amulet, and a mostly empty bottle of water. And then he follows up on that thread and he said, there's no excuse for my lack of coasters. And then the next morning he wakes up and he says, greetings, I'm Musket, Elon Musket. So,
got it.
Like the musket gun.
Got it. He's on. Do you have an update on his ex's pictures?
Grimes? No, what's she doing?
She just is posting nudes, full nudes. You can find them pretty easily online. Just Google Grimes nude, and there's about 20 of them.
Okay.
Really? Yeah.
There you go. Are they as haunting as they sound?
Her hair looks great in them. She's flat chested.
Oh wow. Okay, I see.
But she's got great legs and stuff, and she's showing off her. She does CrossFit, so she's showing off her hot bod from CrossFit.
Hey, let me tell you, nothing wrong with that.
No, she's got a great body.
Yeah, Wes seems to really enjoy these nudes.
Wes likes them real petite.
Well, I like Grimes. She's got a great body. No one can deny that.
She has a great body, no doubt about it. And it's right out there to Google.
No one can deny it. You can see it for yourself. And her ex, Elon, he's basically a living meme now who owns Twitter. And this post that he did of his nightstand, which is like, it's over the top. It's obviously a joke, right? It got some wild reactions. This guy, Fred Gutenberg, who's accusing him of, he says, are you now just using your 44 billion you bought Twitter with to incite violence? Because there was like guns in the photograph. It's fake guns. It's fake Diet Coke, caffeine free.
Yeah, it's fake Coke. It's fake guns.
A real Buddhist amulet. So calm down, everybody. It's just a fucking joke. It was literally a rage trap. He posted a rage trap for Elon haters. So if
that's 95% of his posts.
Right, exactly. So he's just a weirdo who's fucking with you if this tweet infuriates you to the point where you want to write a manifesto about Elon being a bad guy.
If you could
just a joke.
If you could like describe what most of his tweets are, it's like idiot says what? Like he's trying to trick you. He's trying to trick you into like admitting something and like getting you and enraging you every single time.
Right. Exactly. He knew that the fake guns were going to drive people over the edge. They did. It's going to be okay, everybody. The one gun in
just
it is literally
if you don't like
from
him,
Destiny.
Yeah,
it's from Destiny. It's from a video game that he's a fan of. Okay. More honorable mentions in the business category. And speaking of everything's going to be okay, more good-ish business news. Metallica announced a new tour. You guys going to go? Going to get tickets?
I blew it. They were at ACL a couple of years ago. I fucking blew it.
That sounds very tempting.
Yeah,
I've never
really
been to a Metallica show, but
Wes.
I would like to do that. Maybe we should do.
Want to go with me, Wes?
Yeah, I would do.
All right.
They have a great discography.
I'm sure they'll come near Austin, if not in Austin.
I love when they're on Stern. They always
they fucking slay, dude.
Yeah,
I'm guessing Reno's not going to get a spot.
Vegas will though, probably.
We'll see.
Vegas
probably will. Yeah. But more importantly, guys, speaking of stuff you could buy, online Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales broke another record this year, despite the economy being down. It is expected to rake in a cool $11.2 billion overall in revenue. That's online sales over Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So pretty good. The bad news is that household debt is skyrocketing faster than any time since 2008. So
I heard some alarming stats about how many people can't afford to pay their utility bills. And I mean, it's
37% of small businesses.
Yeah, it's
can't
real
pay
bad.
Rent.
Yeah. I'm looking at getting some pots and pans still while these deals are ending. And, with the amount of money I'm losing in my savings account, I can bash my head over myself with them if things continue the way they are, at least. So I'll have them to cook until I'm out of money, and then I can just bash my head over and end it. Yeah.
Well, Mark, everybody's in the same boat, according to the statistics. So good news for some, again, though, as gas is now cheaper because forecasters are expecting President Emperor Xi of China to brutally crack down on the Chinese people and send them all into COVID camps with new case records every day and those mass protests that Wes covered yesterday. Good for gas buyers, real bad for the Chinese citizens there. And
gas has been pretty cheap recently. Before this, it's like in the mid twos over here in Austin.
It's the lowest it's been in a long time.
Yeah.
It's finally under $5 in Reno.
Nice.
Per gallon. And so that's still kind of bad, especially for Chinese citizens. So going to end, sadly, it's business. It's 2022. So more bad news, sadly. BlockFi Crypto Exchange has become the next crypto exchange to file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Another $10 billion in customer holdings vanished, gone, poof. Just like Celsius, Voyager, and of course FTX before them, add BlockFi to the crypto graveyard in what is, I'm assuming now, the biggest Ponzi scheme of all time, cryptocurrency. So.
Yeah, well, is there anything left? Like a lot of people have Bitcoin and have had it for
Coinbase
years.
is left.
That's it.
How do you get your
Binance
Bitcoin out? Right,
Coinbase, Binance.
Mm-hmm.
You need to, hopefully you have it in Coinbase or Binance or like MetaMask.
You still have it like MetaMask, and is that fucked?
But you can't. But I don't think you can withdraw from MetaMask. But you can transfer it to Coinbase.
So you can still have it in your wallet and then figure out how to get it to like a Coinbase.
Yeah, sure. Yes. But the problem is with hundreds of billions of customer holdings going out the door in a Ponzi scheme, your coins that are in your wallet that you may still have are going to eventually be worth fucking nothing because it's a giant Ponzi scheme. Tough year for business news in 2022, really was. Yes. And continues. We still have a month and a half. Okay. Honorable mentions of science, because we need to get some good news in here, guys. Some good news.
Please.
A photographer in Washington State named Matthew Nichols tracked down the elusive foxfire fungus on a coastal hike out there. And foxfire, what it does, guys, is it makes logs glow while it decompresses them, and it looks incredibly badass. Here's a picture of it. You see.
Oh, it looks like Predator was shot there.
Yeah. Exactly.
Predator's blood.
Yeah, it's Predator's
That's
blood.
safe to touch?
Like he repaired himself on the log. Yeah, it's just like a fungus that glows. Yeah, it eats the wood, decomposes the wood, and puts out that badass green.
I wouldn't touch it with my bare hands,
No, why is he doing that?
Eating the wood down.
I mean, he made a lot of money on these photographs.
But put some gloves on.
Yeah, maybe so. That's
cool.
It's a fair point. It looks radioactive. Another fun science fact from Charles and Timmy up next. More good news. Well, kind of. You'll see. Scientists in China have modified the tobacco plant so that you can also now produce cocaine from its leaves. So
I'd say if you leave the fentanyl out, this is pretty good news, right?
Well, Mark, first fentanyl, then COVID-19, now cocaine, tobacco. What will the Chinese scientists think of next?
This one seems like the best of those three, though.
Yeah, this is like
Fentanyl's
a
bad.
This is a make good.
Bad. This doesn't seem that bad.
Yeah, this is a make good for them.
Yeah, exactly. This is good. I read that it's 25% the yield of the coca plant.
Correct.
Damn,
now they're working on getting that
it's
stronger.
Not bad, because there's a lot of tobacco.
They're working on getting that stronger. But Mark, as you read too, probably it's actually just an easier and cheaper way to produce cocaine for pharmaceutical drugs,
right?
Since genetically altered Nicotina benthamiana has a much broader growing range, right? You can grow tobacco pretty much all over the globe.
But all my homies got scripts. You know what I mean? If I can start getting scripts for tobacco cocaine, I'm in.
Yeah, well, it goes into other drugs that are already on the market, and it has a much wider growing range than the cocoa plant. You see there, cocoa plant can only grow in tropical zones, and even there, just like coastal areas. Tobacco, you can grow it pretty much everywhere.
So what you're saying is cocaine is about to just explode across the globe.
Am I going to be able to take it in pill form by the time of Taylor's wedding? That's what I want to know.
No, you won't. Not that fast. Not that fast. As you said, Mark, it's only 25% of the yield of the cocoa plant right now. They're trying to get those numbers up and then start growing at mass and making cocaine out of tobacco plants.
Keep the fentanyl out of it, pharmaceuticals.
Well, they're still going to sell that, I'm sure. Yeah. And Wes, ipso facto, as you so astutely pointed out, once they can make this thing's leaves stronger, Big Pharma will then steal the coke game from the cartel, basically.
Oh, yeah. It's like that. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much overnight. So El Chapo must be pretty pissed. So.
Yeah, it's bad news for El Chapo.
Mm-hmm. It's going to have to dig a lot of tunnels to outrun Chinese scientists.
Good news for anyone that knows a shady doctor. Bad news for El Chapo. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Was that Wes? What were you saying?
Said it says good news for heads in Mexico.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but when the money gets short, the heads probably start to go even faster. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, probably.
So it's
They're just going to have to 22. Make the cocaine cheaper, so they're going to put more fentanyl in it. The cartels, right?
They'll just come over here.
So they beat the pharmaceuticals.
We'll see. There'll always be a new challenge.
You seem skeptical about it, Will. I think it's good news.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, Big Pharma wins again. You know, that's
can't beat them. Join them. At least get the cocaine pills.
Happen. Okay. Honorable mention. Still sports. The World Cup, fellas. As you know, USA versus Iran is today. Groups A and B play their last games today, and there could be fireworks with either Senegal, Ecuador, Iran, or the USA all playing their last matches today. Their fates all hang in the balance this morning. Every day for the rest of the tournament, or the rest of this week at least, is games starting at 10 a.m. Eastern and then 2 p.m. Eastern. Because it's the last game of each group. So A and B today, 2 groups a day, ends on Friday. Portugal, Brazil, and France are the only teams guaranteed to advance to the knockout stage so far, even though, as we discussed earlier, Ronaldo celebrated a goal that wasn't his own in the Portugal win. So
yeah, he tried to claim a goal that his buddy crossed in. He did scare the goalie into not saving it, but he didn't touch it. And he was like, I touched it.
He had a great game. He had a great game.
But he flexed.
What more does he need, that fucker?
Yeah.
Right. You're right, Wes. He had an amazing game. He was probably the best player on the field.
Yes.
But
second best. The guy got 2 goals. The
other guy got 2 goals, and Ronaldo tried to claim one.
It would have been his 119th international goal for Portugal, Wes, I think.
It's classic Ronaldo.
By the way, we're about to A-B it in Iran's mouth and ass. That's how we're going to A-B it, Group A-B them.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I love the confidence. We need to win. The USA has to win, or we do not advance. So
yeah, but the problem is those guys are playing for their lives because they know if they lose, they go home, they're dead.
Well, after not standing for the anthem, they better beat us.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah. They're playing for their actual lives. The coach is probably playing for his coaching future on the U.S. side.
Everyone on that team is playing to just survive.
They might want to fly to not Iran after the tournament. Yeah,
anywhere. The stakes are high. The stakes are high for everybody. Perhaps no higher than for Iran. In the other football, American football, the playoff race is shaping up. The Eagles basically eliminated the Packers from the NFL playoffs on Sunday night. And with 6 games left to go in the season, a lot can still change, but the 4-8 Packers would need to win out to get in, and they'd still just be a wild card team at best at 9 wins.
They need to win out and have the Vikings lose every single game for the rest of the season.
Right, but also even to get a wild card slot.
Even if they win out, they're not going to get a wild card spot because there's several teams that have a better record.
7 wins already, right? Yeah. So from a franchise management perspective, if you're not in the NFC South where the 5 and 6 Bucks are in control and you have 4 wins or less, it's probably time to start thinking about playing your backups a lot more for the rest of the season.
Well, do you think Rodgers is done at Green Bay because he left early injured? It looked like
they think he has a broken rib.
Right. So he's going to miss a couple weeks, but they're also mathematically eliminated from the playoffs or will be in a week.
I think it'd be a good idea to start playing your backups if you're
Love looked good. Wouldn't you? I mean, I think that was the last.
That's what I heard. A lot of speculation this morning that Rodgers was never probably going to be done.
Yeah. Probably so. You know who's not done those? The Cocaine Bear. That's their first movie poster, guys. That's just related to the last cocaine story. Forgot to mention that.
Do you think that's timing? Like the timing of that came out after the science news?
They probably, I mean, they're clued into all cocaine news for sure. Yeah. Also, back to sports. Lamar Jackson tweeted this at a random dude on Twitter. The guy says, when someone is asking for over 250 mil, and the guy's name is at Castle Will Kill, guaranteed like at LJ8 era, games like this should not come to at JTuck9. Let Lamar walk and spend that money on a well-rounded team. Wow. And then Lamar Jackson replies, and this dude is just a random guy on Twitter. He goes, boy, shut the fuck up. Y'all be capping too much on this app. Motherfucker never smelt a football field, never did shit but eat a dick.
But eat dick.
And he put red exclamation marks. He went in and found the red exclamation marks.
How did he do that?
I don't know.
He loves that emoji. It's right. It's in his recently used. Man. He likes that one. But so of course, like, the internet was like, oh, Lamar, and Lamar deleted the tweet. And then, Coach Harbaugh of the Ravens comes out and he's like, we beg the guys not to get into the Twitter world right after games, especially after a loss. It's never going to be positive, blah, 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 blah. And then this Castle Will Kill guy, he, nobody's really paying attention to him because he only has a couple hundred followers, but he says, he quote tweets John Harbaugh's quote. He says, "I was frustrated as a fan, and I'm sure he was even more frustrated. Media should stop the anti-gay narrative. He was just telling to shut up." And then he follows up on the thread. He says, "Me to shut up." And
Twitter really liked him. He liked that insult that he got from
the edit.
He's a child of the 80s.
He's a fan now. Yeah, I mean, Lamar Jackson, by all accounts, super nice guy. He's always doing things for kids and charity, Make-A-Wishes and stuff. Very great to the community out there in Baltimore. Hell of a player. Pay the motherfucker. But he is destined to be a guy that apologizes for gay slurs 3 to 4 times in his career. That's just how it's going to go down.
Yeah, Lamar would feel at home at a DaBaby concert.
Exactly.
He's not like he's not going to be like offended by jokes.
He's going to reiterate like, better not see you in the parking lot in the moment, right? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. He's okay with that. If people haven't been following Lamar for a long time, they probably don't realize that. But if you have, you know that this is not really so out of left field for him.
Like you said, that's his way of saying shut up.
Right. The fan gets it.
Yeah.
The media doesn't. As always. Okay. Which brings us to better news in
the cream of the crop.
And guys, today's cream of the crop is some of the best news we've probably heard in a long time until we hear Mark's story about good news for men next.
Well, let's see.
This one, guys, counts as good business, political, sports, all kinds of news. Really covers all kinds of spectrums because Germany may not be doing so hot in the World Cup so far, struggling in their first 2 games. But at home in Schwarzenbeck, Germany, Anike Akina has taken home Germany's hottest firefighter award for 2022. And there she is, guys.
In Katy Perry.
My God. Yeah. Just go immediately go to Flashpoint flashbacks.
Yeah, she's just there in her
Jenna Jameson.
Just the firefighter suspenders there. And what size breasts do you think she has, guys?
Triple
Those
Ds.
are D's.
Triple Ds.
I don't know if they're triple Ds. I think those are just nice, solid Ds.
At least double Ds.
Solid.
You think?
Extremely solid, Wes. I think that's a great way. And I think the D number is anywhere from 1 to 3. I did not research it. But
I think you have to look at the body type too, right? Like she's smaller.
Petite.
She's smaller,
petite.
So those are that adds a D or 2 when you're.
She's petite.
I think that adds to the number, doesn't it? Like the 30, like
the number is it's a small. She has a small number because that's the size of the strap.
So she's like a 32D.
32
The cup
triple D.
Right.
I think we should ask her.
Yeah.
We should get in touch with her.
I'm just saying, if you could put her rack on Grimes' body, that's ideal.
Yes.
I mean, she is Germany's hottest firefighter for a reason, Mark.
Right.
And I'd venture to guess after those photos and the description you just heard that she's probably the hottest firefighter in the world. I mean,
yeah, you want to burn your house down when you see this picture. If you're in Germany, you immediately start setting fire to things and hanging out.
Start faking passed out. Yeah. Like what's his name in Sandlot?
Yeah, the Sandlot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Try to get some mouth to mouth.
Throwing cats in trees.
Just crashing your car into the fire station.
Yeah, she's used to it, I'm sure. She gets quite a bit of attention over there in Germany. So not only is 36-year-old Anike a world-class volunteer firefighter, the hottest in Germany, she's also a killer saxophone player. And you see,
her nipples are out.
Who cares?
I mean,
I didn't hear a single note.
and
yeah, I bet she is.
She
$10
loves to wear,
whoever can say what song she played.
Well, she loves to wear the sax just like that. Can you describe the shirt, the turtleneck?
High beams.
Yeah, it's the strap really separates her breasts right down the middle and accentuates them by pulling on the fabric just right in the middle.
Yeah,
she's either not wearing a bra or
never does, Mark.
Yeah, or her nipples are intense. Yeah.
Never does. And she's such a great sax player that she recently took home Germany's #1 sexy saxophone performance award at the Venus Awards. For 20.
So anything she does, she just gets the sexiest doing that
she
award.
Wins, yeah.
Well,
she could be like the sexiest, like janitor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
probably so, Wes. I would imagine
sexiest COVID patient.
If she was good at cleaning or catching COVID, she could win both of those. And also, guys, she also has a talent, and I really wanted to show this to you because it's a unique talent. She can flex her massive boobs, and she loves to show it off. Now, here she is in a cornfield or some sort of. This is on her IG.
Where'd she learn to do that?
At Anika Official. I don't know, but you see, she flexes them. She pulsates the breasts.
It's like they're talking to you.
She does.
Yeah.
Hello.
In a way, and she does this, for minutes at a time.
She can send out like a SOS, like Morse code.
It's her main move, which is interesting. It's like the main move of like a bodybuilder normally.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
If you were like in a window, she could like send the message with her boobs, like.
Right. Hey, flex your left boob if I want to see you naked.
Yeah. Anyways, it's one of her main skills. And the best
is a light teach nipple. She can do like a code.
She can do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit with Anike. The best part of all of it, guys, is that Anike says, now I am going on tour with my alto saxophone next year at the Ibiza parties in clubs. People can also book me for events. We already have tons of inquiries. And I'm sure you do, Anike. Bless her heart. She added this. She says, of course, I will remain loyal to the fighter brigade. So she's saving lives. She's giving.
How do they even do anything in that firehouse with her around? I mean, it'd be impossible to get anything done.
Every volunteer is volunteer. There's a line out the door for volunteers for that firehouse.
Like, hey, you wash the truck again, Anike.
Yeah. She's sliding down the pole.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chief every day. Oh, this truck is so dirty.
Every guy in that town is leaving something in the microwave for 20 minutes too long.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, she's working in the community.
Yeah.
She's a public servant. A servant of the saxophone.
That's great as well. Our stories go hand in hand, if you know what I mean.
Oh, good. Well, Anike is today's cream of the crop.
One of the dumbest things I ever said during an engagement session to my couples. I had these two firefighters, this couple, and one of them was a hot chick, and the other one was a short guy. And I was just trying to be jovial, gregarious. This is back in my drinking days where I had no idea, my mind was just fucked. And I go, hey, I bet they give you a lot of shit at the firehouse because she's so much taller than you.
Oh, you thought that was gonna go over well?
Yeah, I thought that was gonna go over
like yes, actually
shit.
they do.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, sure, yeah. I mean, because she was like a good 1.5 feet taller than him, and
then you were immediately like, all right, smile for a picture.
Yeah, all right, now you guys get close. Let's put you on the hill.
Look beautiful.
Maybe she can get on one knee.
Yeah. Like an idiot.
Oh,
well.
Yeah.
That story was also the cream of the crop, which was brought to you today by Omaha Steaks. Omaha Steaks is America's original butcher since 1917 and a holiday gift that's guaranteed to be loved. So if you're confused about what to get someone or what to bring home for the holidays this year, look no further than the delicious gift of Omaha Steaks that everybody's going to enjoy as soon as that giant cooler arrives on the front porch with the Omaha Steaks logo just stamped into the lid. It's a beautiful scene. The holidays are here, so achieve gifting greatness when you give the gift of perfectly aged, tender, and delicious Omaha steaks. Guys, what was your favorite item from the whole thing is great, but
the burgers, I think.
Burgers were so good. Yeah, the bacon wrapped filet was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
The dogs are good. The sides
burgers surprised me. Yeah, the dogs and the burgers just surprised me. Because I've had their steaks before. They're fucking fantastic. They're called Omaha Steaks. If you haven't had an Omaha steak, you need to try one or three. But the burgers and dogs knocked my socks off. Yeah.
As we just explained, everything on the menu is going to be a holiday win as a gift, or to bring it with you wherever you need to go this holiday season. The steak experts at Omaha Steaks have put together a special curated gift package that helps take the guesswork out of gifting and makes you a holiday hero. Go to omahasteaks.com and use code HARDFACTOR at checkout to get $30 off your order. Send an assortment of mouth-watering favorites guaranteed to impress, like the legendary Butcher's Cut Filet Mignon, air-chilled boneless chicken, ultra-juicy burgers, and even easy-to-prepare comfort meals that are ready in a flash. Omaha Steaks is ready to ship your order right away, so shop early and beat the shipping rush this holiday season. Go to omahasteaks.com and use promo code HARDFACTOR at checkout. Omaha Steaks is a gift from the heart, a gift that will be remembered with every unforgettable bite. Order with complete confidence today, knowing you're ordering the very best. Visit omahasteaks.com. Use promo code HARDFACTOR at checkout to get that extra $30 off. Minimum order may be required.
All right. I've got 3 stories for you. And well, I guess we could call it
Living on the edge of a lightning bolt, and I do not apologize for that.
Yeah. Right. It's a lightning round. I'd say these stories they're not full length. They're like medium length. We'll call it a lightning round. First up.
A thunderstorm.
Yeah. First up, we're heading to Florida early this week. Full Florida Man Friday episodes out weekly on patreon.com/hardfactor or Spotify subscriptions and soon to be YouTube subscriptions. How about that? We're going to Hialeah, Florida, where a woman named Amanda Ramirez is suing Kraft Heinz, if you ever heard of that company, for false advertising of their Velveeta shells and cheese cups, which say on them somewhere, not in this picture, but apparently they say on them somewhere that they are ready in 3.5 minutes, and she's suing them to the tune of $5 million because she says they aren't ready in 3.5 minutes. See, Ramirez, she took the Juggernaut company's claims at face value and tried to feed herself and her family in 3.5 minutes, but due to some additional steps that are laid out in her lawsuit and not included in their take on 3.5 minutes, such as removing the lid and taking out the cheese sauce pouch. How about adding water to the fill and line cup and stirring? And then you microwave uncovered for the 3.5 minutes and do not drain. Finally, you stir in the contents of the cheese sauce pouch and you have to let it sit a few minutes unless you want to burn your mouth. So we're looking at more like 8 to 9 minutes here,
right?
Which Ramirez called out. Yeah.
What an idiot.
Yeah. Well,
so I mean, this egregious printing will not stand, man, right?
Well, I agree, Will. And here's the problem is the Ramirez family has been showing up late to everything by 5 to 6 minutes, from school to church to events that they're probably not even invited to because they're an annoying ass family.
That's Mexicans in general.
Yeah, they're showing up 5 to 6 extra minutes late, Wes. Or they're showing up on time and hungry. So it's a lose-lose for the Ramirez family, a real Sophie's choice, if you will.
So what are they? I mean, they're suing.
$5 million, though. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, they're suing for $5 million.
She must think her time's real valuable.
She does, Wes, and she thinks that Kraft Heinz is making a mockery of her time. I think also probably Ramirez was inspired by the Pepsi Jet documentary that was released on Netflix last week. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
but it's back when Pepsi was sued for false advertising by that guy who wanted the Harrier jet for 7 million. Pepsi
this is not nearly as good of a suit. She's not gonna. They're not gonna
make a 4-part documentary out of this. Will
she has no chance. In fact, I'm sure legally the company is covered in many ways, and they've already planned for such an occasion.
Spoiler alert: it didn't work out too great for the guy in the 90s.
Very anticlimactic that whole documentary series.
So we'll see for Ramirez, but she could. Here's what she could do: she could take a video of her eating the mac and cheese immediately after it comes out of the microwave for 3.5 minutes. So she could take a 3-minute and 40-second video, 3.5 minutes showing the microwave in its entirety,
burn herself,
and then burn herself immediately, like the woman did at the McDonald's coffee where she put a hole in her thigh. The old woman.
Yeah.
If she can show like a hole in the roof of her mouth from the mac and cheese, then maybe she has a chance.
Not even still, because I'm sure that the company, better chance, but I'm sure that the company has because they don't print stuff on a box before they run it past a lawyer.
Juries and people like to see holes in body parts.
They do. They need that because I'm sure that the defense is ironclad on this one.
Yeah.
Two things. First of all, the Mexican joke. Just want to clarify. Every wedding I've ever done for a Mexican couple, people are late, and that's an ongoing joke within the Mexican community that they are
pretty much
always
put every
late.
Race besides Asians probably
That they are, they are very late to things. Yeah. Second of all, are you guys Velveeta mac and cheese people, or do you like the original Kraft with the powder and the butter and the milk?
It's tough.
I'd
probably do the powder Kraft one more, but I like the Velveeta taste better.
No,
oh wow, because the Velveeta is more convenient.
Yeah.
No, Kraft is better for mac and cheese. Velveeta is only good for queso.
Oh yeah, Velveeta is good for queso.
I don't use Velveeta for shells and cheese.
I like them all too.
I like them all.
I like them both too. But Velveeta is way more. All you need is the pack.
I like to pour some milk in though instead of water, maybe.
Oh, that's what you do. You use milk. You never use water in the Velveeta. I mean, in the Kraft mac and cheese.
Well, if you're making mac and cheese sauce like from scratch, you're going to be butter, flour, milk, cheese. Yeah, delicious.
I've had mac and cheese for 5 days in a row. Let's move on. The next one is potentially the best news ever. This is the one we've all been waiting for here. This might be the best news you'll ever hear in your life. Certainly up there. A new study from researchers at Harvard University, ever heard of it? Came to the conclusion that adult men that ejaculate at least 21 times a month are at a significant less risk of developing prostate cancer, almost to the point of they just won't develop it because their pipes are so clean.
That's great.
I told her.
Are you kidding me?
It's great news.
It's incredible news. That's right. Sex both with a partner, partners, or yourself to the point of shooting ropes is the best method, even better than exercise and diet, arguably, to prevent prostate cancer, according to this study, which may have been done by the same people that did the Sexomnia is Real study.
I don't care who did it. I'm listening.
Yeah, they had my attention at 21 times a month. That's an easily attainable goal for all of us.
It is. I'm there. Well, you just have to pretend to be asleep, right, and mount your partner in the middle of the night or masturbate next to them 5 days a week and you're golden. Dr. James Balk, who doesn't get laid often and is too ashamed to masturbate regularly, apparently, believes that a good diet is still the key to avoiding prostate cancer. He says, if a man wants to stay out of the operating room and avoid cancer of the prostate, he needs to go full blast to avoid, which by the way, full blast, that was a shot, to avoid the high-fat junk foods and environmental toxins that contribute to prostate problems, which include coffee and cigarettes.
Oh, jeez. I better ramp up my jerking off.
Yeah, if you do coffee and cigarettes, you got to jerk off at least probably 25 times a month.
That's what he really said. The read between the lines,
Blast
he said,
off.
You got to jerk off more.
Full blast, yeah.
Right.
But this study says, shut up, Dr. Dork, and start fucking at a minimum your hand all the time. It says that going through a box of tissues every few weeks for cock snot will reduce your chances by over 33% of getting prostate cancer, according to the 32,000 subject study that showed half of the subjects cranking it out pretty much daily. By the way, that's one study I'd volunteer for, but I'd be like, can I be on the always ejaculating side? Like,
yeah, of course.
The other side can't ejaculate all month.
So wait,
it's a real win. It's a real win or lose scenario.
What do you get?
Really
no jack off or jack off? You want?
Yeah.
Hey, what's that?
Yeah, you trade them.
Like in Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
the number.
You have to. I'll pay $1,000. You pay them all of the study money to switch.
Yeah,
that's the worst thing ever. You're never expecting that when you go into a study. You think they're going to inject you with something, or you'll have to like piss in a cup, or You don't think they're going to tell you no jacking off for like months on end.
The other guy's got to do it daily. I'll tell you what, though, if they do a round two, I'd like to volunteer. I won't even have to show up or change anything. They can just test me for prostate cancer.
Right? Yeah, just pay me half price.
Yeah, like
also, so these guys who couldn't jacked off, now they got prostate cancer.
Pretty much. Well, they backed him up. They gave him a 33% chance more, at least. Yeah, it's tough.
You got to set up like a fake.
They had to prove it. You got to crack a few eggs. You know,
dinner conversation with your loved one.
What's that, Wes?
Like you gotta set up like a fake dinner conversation with your family and your girl, and like talk about how bad like prostate cancer runs in the family. You know, like, oh, grandpa died from prostate cancer.
Yeah, oh yeah,
it's terrible. Yeah,
that's a good setup now.
It is.
Also, like, I forgot what I was gonna say.
We'll definitely send this article or this story around. You know, group chats. Get it posted on Instagrams. Get it in the view of whoever your loved one is.
Yeah,
because
it's important.
Put
she
some
could save your
up.
life. They could save your life.
Put in every mailbox in my neighborhood.
Yeah. Did you know? Harvard. All right. And the shittiest news for last. An Ohio defense lawyer, Jack Allen Blake. By the way, sorry, I forgot to put this picture up. This is what you should be doing to save your life. Spooky ghost. Spooky ghost. Randy Marcia.
Yeah. Oh, Randy. That's right. Randy.
Stan's dad. And the shittiest news for last. An Ohio defense
it wasn't
lawyer.
Stan. South Park would have been in trouble.
He was backed up. He couldn't jerk off for like 2 weeks because they had to go to the California, like the gold rush, and so then he ended up having quite the load. You don't want to have that much. That's too much. That's clogging the pipes. All right. And the shittiest news for last. An Ohio defense lawyer, Jack Allen Blakesley, has been accused by an ethics committee of shitting in a Pringles can and then throwing that can into a victim's advocacy center parking lot.
Victims advocacy.
Yeah, you'll hear about it, Will, in a second. So apparently, this lawyer, this defense lawyer, he took the lid off and left it off so that it would be at its most smelly, and then lobbed the Molotov cocktail like it was a stinky grenade into the Haven of Hope Victims Advocacy Center in Cambridge, Ohio's parking lot, landing the bottle
like domestic abuse place.
Sort of. So landing the victims of crimes, domestic abuse, murder. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Landing the bottle right next to the center's executive director, Michelle Wilkinson Carpenter's car. She said she saw Blakensley throw it from his car, watched it roll right next to her car, saw the whole thing.
Wow. There she is.
I wanted her to see it.
Yeah, well, he did. Well, he did, because the next step, this was back in November 2021. Next step is Blakesley allegedly sped off after laughing when he launched the shit bomb and drove straight to the Guernsey County Common Pleas Courthouse to attend a pretrial hearing for a murder defendant. He was defending a alleged murderer, and Wilkinson Carpenter, the executive of the director of Haven of Hope Victims Center, was the victim advocate in the case. So she was kind of caravanning with him. He gave her like a Hansel and Gretel poop Pringles trail to the courthouse, where I think it's like an intimidation tactic, maybe, like right before their trial.
Right, so this guy wants to get murderers off, and he's throwing shit to do so.
Yes, exactly, Wes.
What a shitty lawyer,
asshole.
Yeah, no, seriously. Blakesley pled guilty to disorderly conduct and littering for that incident, two misdemeanors. But after the Ohio Supreme Court's Board of Professional Conduct did an internal review on this incident, they concluded it turns out Blakesley launching Pringles cans filled with his poop was kind of his go-to move that he performed at least 10 other times. The ethics complaint concluded that outside of the very intentional poop can at Michelle Wilkinson, that the other occasions he, quote, indiscriminately chose the location where he threw the chip cans containing his feces. So this guy was just addicted to shitting in that long, thin cylinder of a Pringles can and then throwing it out, you know, whenever he was done, wherever. He didn't care.
Yeah, anytime he needed to blow off some steam, he's like, I'm just going to go pick up some Pringles and shit.
Yeah, it was like his version of smoking a cigarette or something. Yeah.
And once you master that move, it is a perfect shit container.
That's what I'm saying, Wes. He had his mind, like it was a muscle. He got some sort of probably sexual release from it. I bet when he like walked into a store and saw a Pringles can, he probably chubbed up like at a grocery store.
It's like he was making the canister of the ooze from the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, exactly.
Releasing it on people.
He couldn't help himself. Blakesley did withdraw from the murder case that was previously mentioned earlier this year, but he has yet to be disbarred. So you can still hire him and use him to get revenge on whoever is accusing you of a crime in a 2-for-1.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
Don't have to go to mailpoop.com or whatever.
No, just hire this guy. He'll do it.
Yeah, he'll do it all for you.
He's probably got his own cans already. I got a can. I'm good.
You come in with the case of Pringles?
Nah, I prefer barbecue cans. You got the wrong one.
We got a serious case on our hands.
He definitely has a flavor choice he chooses.
He does, yeah.
Yeah. And that lightning round is brought to you by Factor Meals. Okay. With the bustling holiday season just around the corner, it's the perfect time to plan ahead with Factor, a ready-to-eat meal delivery service, right? They shop, prep, cook, and deliver to your door so you can enjoy chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals during the holidays, minus the hassle. Plus, with 34 meals per week, including gourmet plus keto, calorie smart, vegan and veggie, and 36 plus weekly add-ons, you'll have plenty of nutritious, flavorful options to choose from. Factor is cheaper than dining out. Way cheaper. Put the money you save towards holiday fun and you time. And thanks to Factor's commitment to ingredients with integrity, you can enjoy flavorful chef-crafted meals guilt-free. I've been eating them, besides this Thanksgiving kick, for over a month now. I think I've had probably 30 Factor meals. And they're all incredibly flavorful. They're shockingly flavorful.
I love spicy food, and they have they'll make it super spicy for you too. So even if you have a specific style of flavor you like, they'll do it.
Shockingly, the veggies are incredibly seasoned and flavorful. Even the veggies, not the entree, and they all mix well. The meals you can, yeah. Anyways, you need a special occasion meal. Gourmet Plus is the perfect solution if you're looking for fast upscale options done easy. When things get hectic during the holidays, Factor's flexible. Change your order up every week with plans from 4 to 18 meals per week. You can hit pause if you have too many coming. You can adjust the amount you're getting. Right, there's Factor's no prep, no mess meals save me so much time on planning and cleanup so I can fully enjoy the holidays without wasting hours in the kitchen. It's really the best food delivery service that you can get. Has everything I need for a week of flavorful, nutritious eats. In addition to ready-to-eat meals, they have cold-pressed juices, smoothies that are delicious, energy bites, extra protein, veggie sides, and more that can keep you energized during frantic holiday time. So head to go.factor75.com/hardfactor60. It's on the screen there, and use code hardfactor60 to get 60% off your first box. That's code hardfactor60 at go.factor75.com/hardfactor60 to get 60% off your first box.
Gave my son one today in his lunch. He loved it.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I don't feel like a piece of shit sending those things to him in his lunch either.
No,
that's like a Swanson meal.
That's a good parent meal. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great, I look like I'm a very concerned, helping my, super
it's almost too
parent.
good. You're going to get like invites from really good parents to come hang out. And you're going to have to turn them down probably.
Yeah. I'm going to have to turn them down.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
They're going to have like really nice houses.
Yeah, exactly. Can't have that.
Yeah.
You smell like cigs, but you sent a Factor meal to school. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Sturgis, huh? Cool.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
The cigs will be a little bit concerning, but
yeah. It is good shit though. It's really good stuff. Guys, this is Tenoch Huerta. See him there?
Yeah.
He's a Mexican actor. He stars in the new Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and he, as you can somewhat see in this picture, has a giant dick.
Yeah, you can see he's got the bulge in the pants. Yeah.
Yeah. If you look low,
which side am I looking for?
Left. Look at the left side of that picture, and you'll see
his right.
His right. Yes, your left. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's right. He's got a big dick. They should call him Tenoch Huerta. Is
that his weapon instead of like a spear?
No, he's got a spear too, I think.
Okay.
He's double dangerous.
Yeah.
Just call him Tenoch Huerta because that's what he would do if he tried to fuck you. He would hurt you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In fact, Tenoch's cock is so big that the little dick executives over at Marvel were so emasculated by it in the shorts he wears in the movie that they actually CGI'd his dick to be smaller. Check this out. Check this shit out. Yep. Here's the original package. You can see it right there.
Is this for real?
What? That's not offensive at all.
No. And here's what they did to him. He looks like a Ken doll.
You got to be kidding
they made
me.
him flat. They made
him flat.
Yeah, they took his bulge away. Look at that.
Okay, but his bulge is okay. He's definitely got a package in those shorts, but it's not an offensive bulge. Like you can't see like a dick outline in that bulge.
No, I want my superhero villain to have a little bit of a bulge.
Me too. Yeah, absolutely
more believable.
Yeah. This guy's dangerous.
Right. I mean, Mark, he plays a prince in the movie along the same lines. Let me tell you, I don't know about you guys, but I want my princes, my kings, my presidents, my emperors, I want them packing. Yeah. Because we all know what happens if a leader has a tiny dick. He tries to compensate by oppressing his own people.
Hitler.
Starting unnecessary wars. Yeah.
Oh, he's cutting his wives' heads off.
Yeah. Exactly.
There was a rumor that Hitler had a micro penis.
That makes a lot of sense.
If I was a king, I would line up all the men. I would have them show me their penises, and anyone with a dick bigger than mine, I'd throw them in a volcano.
Yeah.
That would thin out the population, and then it would help the economy.
King has the biggest dick, huh?
Yeah. It would certainly calm me down. Tell you that.
Just ask everybody, do you have a bigger dick than me? And if they say yes, then you
chose wrong.
Below him.
Into Mount Vesuvius. When asked by Rolling Stone about the insecure men at Marvel editing out his Mexican gran polla, how about that one, Eric? Is that one good? Gran polla? Yeah, there we go. Got the thumbs up on that one, which means big cock in Spanish, according to Google Translate. Now confirmed by Eric.
I thought that meant big chicken.
I thought it meant big cock. Yeah, polla. No, pollo is chicken.
Use verga instead, because he's Mexican. Yeah.
What is it?
Verga.
Gran verga?
Yeah.
Verga grande or
same thing, honestly.
Okay.
But that one is like Spanish, like Spain Spanish. Yeah.
Okay.
Since it's a Mexican,
Gran verga. Okay,
yeah, there we go.
I like that. All right, cool. So yeah, he talking to Rolling Stone, he says he didn't want to lie to people, saying, quote, every man in the world, we have fragile masculinity, but not in that issue. I will say the right one, the real one, the one with the bulge is the photo on the right. So he's saying, look,
what do you think? Which one do you think's real?
Yeah.
Right. The one where I have absolutely no package, or the one where my package is showing him the shorts?
Right.
Yeah. Now my question to you, is this racist? I mean, if let's say this is a black guy's cock and there was a huge black guy's bulge in the movie and they edit it down, I think people would call that racist.
You bring up a good point there, Wes.
I think that this is a little bit racist. I think that maybe people aren't ready for a huge Mexican dick. I don't know.
I think it's probably more sexist than racist.
If they made an Asian guy smaller, it would be racist.
What if they made Asian guys bigger?
Then I don't think that's racist. I don't know. That's a good question.
I don't know where his race comes into it, but I think that it's definitely sexist.
It's sexual. It's yeah.
I don't think that's offensive at all.
It's sexist. I would imagine that some of the executives that made that decision were women, not just.
Well, if you made a woman's boobs smaller, that would be sexist, right? Or bigger.
Absolutely.
Or bigger.
Yeah, if you change
like they did to what's her name in the cartoon, the Michael Jordan Space Jam.
Oh, the Bugs Bunny girl.
Bunny. What's her name?
Yeah,
Babs Bunny.
Babs. I don't know. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, a couple people commented on it. This one was one of the best. One comment said, "Imagine working overtime at 3 a.m. You haven't seen your family in weeks because you have to airbrush out Namor, the submariner's bulge, frame by frame."
Jesus, Namor. It's going to take forever. Yeah.
This thing is huge. Namor.
I think we should just leave it in. I'm pretty tired.
Yeah.
There's one frame in the movie where he's just bulged out because the editor missed it.
I think he's got a pretty big role in the movie. I haven't seen it yet, but
he's the main bad guy.
Oh, well, there it is.
Every scene.
Well, then why? You want your bad guy to have a big dick too.
That's what I said. You want the villain to have to be packed. You also, don't want the villain to be completely flat.
Despite the dickless villain, I've heard that the movie's pretty good. Also, Black Adam, pretty good. I rented that.
Oh, really?
Over the break.
Yeah. Another
Glass Onion. Wes and I saw Glass Onion.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that was good. Another horny gal tweeted, "During the movie, I kept thinking, where is his package? Because I knew a man who looks like that had to have a decent one. I wanted that distraction bad." So, all right, Jill, relax, lady.
Well, look at his abs. You can tell that he's working out. He's trying to accentuate the package. And these executives have stolen all of his hard work from from under his perfectly chiseled abs.
The next movie he's in, he's going to show his complete penis bare after this. Right. After they did this to him, the next movie, they just made him. He's going to go on a rampage of showing his.
Just
penis
him and Pete Davidson.
Yeah,
just in a steam room the entire movie.
The executives made a big mistake here because we're all going to pay by seeing his fucking penis in the next couple.
Well, this is the best thing that's ever happened to him, honestly, because now people, if they hadn't cut it out, maybe a few people would have been like, "Wow, he's packing." But now everyone wants to see it. Even I want to see it. I want to see it.
It's too hot for the silver screen.
They Ariana Grande'd him. Yep,
that's exactly what they did, Mark. The Ariana Grande. One last comment from this guy. He just needs to calm down a little bit. This was on the YouTube post of him on a Jimmy Kimmel appearance. Paul Wallace says Tenoch Huerta deserves an Academy Award for his performance in Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, sure.
Outstanding, dramatic, charismatic, and intensity, pathos. He just has it all going in the movie. I hope he gets a lot more international work. Superb.
Paul Wallace is well aware of how big his penis is.
Paul is so up. He's the most upset.
He's got the director's cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but hey, congratulations, Tenoch. You've probably having a little fun right now, I would imagine. With your
it's a good day. It's a good day to be Tenoch.
Yeah. I mean, this is the best thing that's ever happened to him is that they had to CGI out his too big penis from the silver screen.
Yeah. In a superhero movie, his penis.
Well, now they need to give him his own movie.
His penis is too big in a superhero movie.
Does he die?
And he got paid millions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if he dies. We can't.
I don't know that.
Alert if he did.
Well, if he lives, they should give him his own movie for this and just have his cock be like the centerpiece.
It's like Ariel's voice. They give it back to him in the next one. They're like, "We've restored your penis."
One last time. There it is.
The spinoff is him getting his penis mojo back.
Yeah.
So that's that.
He's all of a sudden a good guy once he has a dick again.
Yeah. Oh, guys.
Look what they did. I'm not so mad anymore. Now
they didn't leave him anything.
Again.
Did they put his penis in his backside?
They didn't leave him anything.
Look at the airbrush job. Did they?
It was a terrible job.
Did they just take what was in the front and put it in the back end? Look at his butt.
Ken balled him. I'm telling you.
But look at his butt. It's not even round. It's like a triangle in the back.
I think that's like.
Oh no, that's someone behind him.
Oh, okay.
It's an optical illusion.
That's the elbow behind
elbow.
Him.
Of somebody who doesn't have.
I thought they just moved it back.
No. But reminder, merch on sale all week. Cyber Week we do over here at Hard Factor. Let's pull up the wheel.
Cyber with us.
That's right.
Yeah.
Do it. All right.
Also jerk off a lot this week. You know,
help your prostate out.
Help your prostate out.
Oh,
coffee.
Called my number back to back.
Boom.
Double
dipping.
My shoddy wheel gave it to you last night. So my shady wheel.
Wes, this proved that I can give myself the coffee as well.
Yep. That's gonna do it for Hard Factor. Thank you so much for joining us once again. We love you. Most importantly, have a great fucking day.
Go USA.
Yeah.
Go USA. Yes.
Yeah. No, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay, now get out of here.
That's a little rough, Randy.
See you later.